Mama always told me to be careful who I love.
Don't be rushing now.
All right. Daddy always told me make sure he's right. I always had my eyes. I feel like I let go of the air before I even get over there. I feel like I'm fucking up.
Okay. I mean, if that's what's happening, you just got to try to fix it.
Okay. How do I?
You don't know how to do that? That's literally holding your breath. There's 2 ways to hold your breath. Just like it's 2 ways to breathe, there's 2 ways to sing. First way to breathe, using your throat muscles to suck in the air. Well, we don't do that. We use diaphragm to vacuum the air using physics. The way to push air, 2 ways to push air. From the throat, from the mouth, or from the diaphragm. 2 ways to push voice. Daddy, from the throat, from the diaphragm. Daddy, we. 2 ways to hold air. From the throat, from the diaphragm. If you stop focusing on your diaphragm muscle, you're going to let go of the air. You just got to focus on that muscle the whole time.
Okay.
Remember, I would rather you sing the wrong words or even the wrong melody than let go of this air, because this is where our concentration is. So sometimes if you really don't know a song, like you might know it like 70%, then you might mess up the song a little bit. But we not performing the song, we just doing the exercise. So whatever you sing, I don't care if it's blah, blah, dee, dee, da, but da, you still go get the right exercise. You know what I'm saying? So always worry about the exercise, not about the insignificant stuff that's not going to determine whether you get better or not. All right, let's try it. Let's go from where you left off.
Where I leave off.
Oh, he's right.
I always had my eyes on this one particular guy.
Got 0% air left. Use that mirror next time.
I was too shy, so I decided to write. I'm sending him a 4-page letter. That's not right. I feel like I'm not getting no air at all. Like, every time I try to breathe, I feel like.
No, so I want you to stop starting your statements with I feel like.
Okay.
Because we're going to ignore the feeling.
Okay.
What you feeling is actually right.
Oh.
It don't feel like you're getting enough air. But you are.
Oh.
That's exactly how I used to feel when I first learned this. It always felt like I wasn't getting enough. But that's because I'm so used to filling my lungs. I'm so used to this feeling. This feel full. But we only filling the lungs halfway. So it don't feel right. But that's why I want you to trust the look.
Okay.
Don't focus on the feeling. So let's go back to the chorus. I'm sending him a.
Oh, shit.
Because look, real quick, when we breathe up here, we got less air down here. So it's still not technically full, but up here, we have to control this air from our throat. Down here, we have to control this air with our diaphragm. So it's just a different feeling. It's still like not a lot of air either way. I mean, it is more air up here because there's still some air down here. But when you totally like expand this area, since there's no air in the top of your lungs, it's just always gonna feel weird. But we can fully control this air from the diaphragm. You just gotta just trust and just start practicing and doing it.
Okay. Start from the chorus part again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sending him a 4-page letter.
When you sing it, focus on preserving that air. Focus on support.
And I enclosed it with a kiss.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Keep your focus there.
And when I write him, he better.
Yeah, that was a little tiny little breath you took.
Yeah, I know, that's why I walked. I was like, wait, shit. Can I just do that over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me holding my stomach tight in the mug over here.
My bad. Okay. I'm sending him a 4-page letter.
All your air was gone by the time you got the page, which is why you had to breathe after page.
Yeah, it's true. All right, let me start over.
So when you first on spot 1, focusing on breathing. Spot 2, it's a whole nother focus. Now you're focusing on holding on to that air. You focusing on distributing that air in a slow, controlled, powerful way to where you got half of your, because these lines is way shorter than the verse, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, so da 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 da, like that's twice as long, and you was doing that. I'm saying, wait, where was it? Mama, damn, what key was we in? I'm gonna have to pull it up. But I'm sending them a 4-page letter. That's only half the time.
Okay.
Which means that you could do this in your sleep. But if you stop focusing on support, you're gonna run out of air every time.
Okay.
So it's not really the breathing, it's the supporting as to why you run out of the air.
All right. I'll do it again while you try to pull it up. I'm sending him a 4-page letter.
Mm-hmm.
And I enclosed it with a kiss.
Good.
And when I write him, he better.
That was 2 breaths.
Get it on time.
Okay. All right, so now I want you to breathe, and then I want you to push. Let's go with F. So you're gonna push it for 4 counts, then you're gonna push it for 8 counts. Matter of fact, I'ma just, you know what? No. I'm gonna have you push silent air with your mouth open, like this. But I'm gonna just tell you the percent that I want you to get rid of. So every time you breathe, we breathe in 60%. So if I say push 30, you go push out half. If I say push out 20, you're gonna have 40% left. If I say push out 10, you're gonna have 50% left. Okay. Here we go. Open. Expand. Push out 10%. Why your hand's still moving?
Oh, I thought I was just going to do like this. Like I was just.
When you push out your 10, you stop.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta just estimate. Once this is full, the 60. You estimate getting rid of 10%.
Okay.
There's no real exact way I can measure it, but you just estimate. And this, if you pushing Don't give me no unactivated arm.
Right.
Because how you go act like the air is floating when your arm is not activated? You know what I'm saying? Activate these muscles and make sure, and we go imagine this air floating across the room. All right, here we go. Open, expand, activate, push 20% out. When your hand stops, that's how I'll know you stop. Okay, you got 40% left over. Get that 20% back, breathe it back in. All right, now push out 30%, which is half. Move your hand so I'll know when you done. Okay, get that 30% back. Make sure you only get back to 60. Bring the hand back every time you breathe. Now push out 40%. All right, get that 40% back. Now we back to 60. No rest. Push out 10. All right, get that 10 back. Push out 20%. Get that 20 back. Push out 30%. Get that 30 back. Push out 50%. So we got 10% left. Get that 50 back. And relax. So that little, that's what you want to see at the end of every exercise, every song. You want to see that, because if you don't, because then what was you really doing? Right. So now we're gonna do a similar. So that should just teach you and your body that every breath can be different throughout the song. It just depends on how much you lost, how much you're supposed to lose. Right, like da 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 da. That might you're supposed to maybe probably lose 50%, on those lines. But the chorus, that's like half of that. So the chorus is like 30%. But your diaphragm is like operating off of memory. It's trying to predict how long the lines are before it can rest. But we training your diaphragm not ever to rest. So it's not I'm sending him it's never that. It's I'm sending him a 4-page letter. I lost 20, get that 20 back. And I enclosed him with a kiss. And went, you know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is just getting back the air. It feels like death down here. So what's happening is us in the audience, we looking at you like, man, she is singing so effortless. The whole time in your head, you like, F y'all, I'm putting in max effort. But that's how it is, because the effort that we put in is mostly potential energy. I know I'm giving you a science lesson, but kinetic energy is energy you can like see, is movement energy. Potential energy is still the same amount of energy. We just can't see it in the audience. So it's all through here. But untrained singers, they energy be here. I'm sending him a 4-page letter. They be doing all of that, trying to support their voice from here. So we can't do that. All right, so now we going SH. We're gonna go 4 counts. However much percent you lose, you get that back. Then we go 8 counts. Whatever percent that is, you get it back. It's going to be a different percent every time because you're pushing longer. 12 counts, get it back. Then go back to 8, then go back to 4. So I want you to snap your fingers for the counts. So it's going to be like, then you go for 8, then you go for 12. So whatever you lose, you get back. Just make sure you don't breathe too much and go over 60%. We only fill our lungs 60%. So no air should ever go into the top of your lungs. All right, here we go. It's all on you. So you out of air. How you go get? If you out of air on 8, how you go get to 12?
All right, let me.
So make sure that your airflow is slow and powerful. Powerful meaning it can support the weight of your voice. Can't just be slow. All right, here we go. Give me even more energy this time. Slow. It's got to be slow. That was 8. Now 12. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep doing this. Remember what I said about S's and SH's? We always train in the oral cavity to stay open. Whereas if I say, it's all that closure back there. So we still showing them canine teeth, even though we're doing SH. So we're basically pronouncing this SH very forward, not backward. Very forward. Yes for closed here, but there's 0 closure back here. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,